The new Durban-based group Young Royalz is cooking up a storm with their song Pegamina Ngetwa. And this trio came together in 2009 and have been making appearances in support of their release. They've worked with multi-award winner Ntando Bangani and Covenant Voices. My guests are Stelo Asvia and Lutando D-Link. They are with me in the studio to tell me more about their musical journey.
So wonderful.
Stelo, pleasure.
Yes.
And D-Link, welcome. If you don't mind using your original names and your stage names interchangeably, no?
Yes.
No offense. Is that all right?
No.
You're good with that?
Not at all. Yes, sir.
Now, I said, your look is what I find interesting before I even talk about music.
Yeah, no,
there must be a story behind it.
No, basically, I just got tired of shaving one day, So I decided to leave it. But now I see it is a trend, so they say these days a beard is the new six-pack.
Yeah, so but how do I get to grow the same beard as you have? Because it looks like something that you water in the morning with respect, that you wake up in the morning and put a little bit of nutrition, whatever it is, compost or whatever, so that it can grow and then you water it.
No, it's one of those things, but Tim, you either have it or you don't have it.
Yes.
You just let it grow.
It's a show
take
off.
a shower.
So it's a show off thing, right? So that those of us who can't grow.
Hey.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's not meant for me. I'm one of those that can't.
It's life.
It's life. Yeah. That was strong. Get used to it. Exactly. Let's talk about music then, right? And the name first, Young Royalz. Why the name, Stelo?
We came up with the name because we believe we would see, we are all God's son, under the sun at the end of the day.
Yes.
So Young Royals, it basically means we are the sons and daughters of the higher power.
Yes.
So everybody is a young royal.
So it's
Babu team is a young royal.
Yeah.
Everybody watching at home, we're all young royals.
Okay.
That's the name.
So I'm a young royal.
Yes, sir.
Ex-official member,
yes, sir.
so to speak. All right.
Yes, sir.
But now let's talk about the music then of Young Royalz, and I hear you referring to the higher power, which I suspect tells me it is inspired by religion and spirituality. Your music. Tell me.
You wanna?
Well, ultimately everything starts there, Tim. You know, the idea that you get of writing a song, I mean, it's God-given. The ability to go into the studio and record the mic, whatever the content of the song is, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a gospel track, but all talents are God-given.
Yes.
So our music touches on every aspect. It goes with with the emotion and the feelings that we have and the realities around us. So, yes, you can say that. Yes.
But now, I go back to the point I made about when you started the group. You started it in 2009?
2009, yeah.
But you must be a patient bunch of guys, right? Because 6 years down the line, you're taking your time before releasing albums and so on. Why are you taking this long?
They say patience. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we were persistent. I mean, it's something that we love to do.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what, if we don't get this break this year, maybe next year, maybe the next year, but finally it's starting to come together and people are loving Umsebenzi Wethu.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes. But in the meantime, when you make appearances, you've got to have material, isn't it? Yes, and are you performing other people's material, or is it always your material that you perform?
Well, with hip-hop, there's a strict, how can I say, protocol.
Yeah.
If you didn't write it, you don't record it.
Yeah.
So it has to be your own music.
But I mean, when you perform before audiences and so forth,
we perform
your own
music.
music.
We start our music from scratch, from the beat to the lyrics, as a group, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's all our own music, original music.
And how did you come together? Was it a neighborhood thing or was it a common interest thing? Which one is which? Because sometimes you can do something together because you happen to be homeboys, right? Even when one is not as good as should be to be in the band, you say, but this is my homeboy, what can I say? Let him come in. Or is it just pure talent and common interest?
It was, I think, the love.
Everything.
A bit of everything, true. It was the love for what we do. We actually met at a show, at a hip-hop show.
Okay.
Yeah, only to find out.
You came separate acts and
artists.
Separate artists.
Common interest, like you said.
Yeah.
only to find at the end of that day when we met that we stay in the same neighborhood, as you just said.
Yes.
Then we became friends and we formed a group because we started featuring each other and then we realized, no, as a group, we're more powerful as a group.
Yeah. So, united you stand.
Yes.
Divided, maybe not so strong, after all.
Teamwork makes the dream work at the end of the day,
Now tell me about the journey then, from those days when you met, I mean, how you've been evolving music-wise to where you are today.
Music has been evolving. So it's good to go with the times, but it's always wise to stay true to yourself in terms of what you do, because at the end of the day, we're telling our story and not somebody else's story. So we stay true to ourselves, but sound, 2016 sound is not the same sound that we started with back in 2009. So yeah, it's like that.
And you know, KZN is very rich musically.
True.
And a lot of South African music that we define as such, that is uniquely South African sound, comes from there, actually. It's made a serious contribution to the broader South African sound from Baganga, Stratamia, and so on. That music, including some of the older performers, you know, Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, Mbongeni Ngema, and so on, would they have an influence on yourselves and your music?
Certainly, because I'm going to speak for myself. I grew up on everything. Ekhaya bekudlalwa umbhaqanga, bekudlalwa gospel. You know, so it has a great influence on us. And it's good to see nanamhlanje. We still go back to that music to try and bring it back, but with a fresh touch.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so that's it.
And of course, hip-hop, you know, borrows from other music.
True. It's
recordings that you sample or in any way borrow. Let me use a polite word. Not steal, but borrow from other South African musicians, especially those musicians who perform Baganga, Stratamia, and so on.
We take it as paying homage, basically. It's not really stealing or borrowing. It's paying homage because we respect that, and it's good to keep it alive. It can't die.
And where are you going with the music now? Your single is out. How is it performing?
The reception is great. Everywhere we perform the track, we've got a good reception. It's been playing on radio stations. We've been generating a lot of followings on the social medias and everything like that. So it's good. I mean, it's got us here. It's got us traveling. So we are on the right track with the music, yes.
Definitely.
Well, I know, I mean, Caspanyo West had the Fill Up the Dome project. What is your next big thing?
Oh, those are big shoes to fill, you know.
Fill up F&B.
Most definitely our time will come. We're planning on taking it beyond borders as well. So we plan to do it big. We plan to be the biggest to ever come out of South Africa, basically.
Africa as a whole.
Well, Stelo, thank you very much. And Lutando, thank you very much.
Thank
you for
Young Royalz, good luck to you, and we wish you everything of the best. And of course, we'll be hearing more from you.
Certainly.
I'm happy I'm talking to you now when you are talking about a single. So next time you've got multi-platinum, this, that, and please return my calls.
Next time we'll be talking about the greatest hits.
Yeah, but will you return calls? Don't tell me you're not available when I invite you. I'll say, no. Remember where you were at some point.
Where it all started.
And everything of the best to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
The Young Royalz from Durban, eThekwini, KwaZulu-Natal, paying us a visit here on Tonight with Tim Modise. We appreciated their presence on our show, and we hope you enjoyed them. And go out and listen to their music, Pega Mina Ngetwa, their latest single, and they are causing waves out there. From us, have a great evening. Until next time, good night to you.
Mina Ngisha ngePepsi, ngenza njengoMessi, ngishintsha ipace, ucela ngeblesse ngevesi, mangiceda ngimthengele igas, kodwa yena grand uprefer straight. Savele sangazwana ngathi next, masifika namajazz bathi thina sinestyle, sithele ikorobela. Nalomntana ucacelana siphuza utshwala bamahala, sithele ikorobela. Uma ndoda uzungwana sihamba naye, suka, ngazos, uzothola usemali, njengesol yekhavela. So pega mina nget, le mali yami nget. I know it, rolling squad, keep it to hamba nami nget. So pega mina nget, nami pega wena wet. Telu, get inside, t-shirts on sala wena wet. Pega mina nget, 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 pega mina nget.
Fresher, so I'm doing extra. You need to cover, cherryaki yang landera. Hey, pela minang zuhebela. Gena with MX, ume with kavera. Sing tanda njenge mali, sing funa njengum 7. Masek pelin kwari, sazo wehla map. My kick game so mean. I sneak up on anybody, deep we loving. I'm the life of every party, she sing canteen. Bird's eye view on everybody, all eyes on me. I feel like Paco's wonko muntu. Pega mina ghetto, nalengane sasebenza. Inani busy niya flexa, tina siya pexa. Pega mina ghetto, 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 pega mina ghetto. Pega mina ghetto, 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 pega mina ghetto.
I be splurging in the club like I hit the lottery. Have a telling home, go issue, lo putum Tazani. Call me young, take a leke, all these ladies loving me. So, DSW, showcase un sazo la shalo. Drop that down low, I took all this pelani. I'ma take her home with me, sazo mtekan famena. Yeah, that's that right there, that's that right there. Hey, and zoom on that shim fast, I shim fast, I shim fast. Well, shut the shine. You play like Siggy. Lingana have it fit, juicy and tender. Well, shut the shine. You play like Siggy. Lingana have it fit, juicy and tender. Pega mina get, pega mina get, pega mina get, pega mina get, pega mina get.